So, in the original game,
Yes.
it ended when?
It ends before you get that video phone call.
Holy shit.
So with Gillian staring out the window, never knowing who he is.
Wow. And that was released on Mega CD?
No, that was the... What was it? The Japanese console. The MCX or whatever it was.
Oh, right. So,
I think.
So all other iterations have this third act?
Yeah. I think it was just the... I think this is the first one that has the third act, I think. But everything after this one does.
Oh, right.
But I'm not entirely sure.
It's amazing that they'd originally released it missing an entire act.
Well, they ran out of money.
Wow.
Are you ready to begin the third and final act of this masterpiece?
Ready and raring.
I'll say this now. This third act is incredibly Kojima.
Oh, right.
In that most of it is characters talking to each other.
Of course. Yeah, that's already very Kojima.
Yeah. And very little of it is us actually doing anything. So, just bear that in mind.
Right, popcorn out then.
Yes. And of course, 10 minutes of staring at a black screen while it pretends it's loading.
With the start of this year's Kyoto Summit just 3 hours away, the delegates from the participating countries are beginning to arrive at the conference center. A major poll of domestic and international opinion, carried out just last week, shows that the vast majority of respondents favor a complete quarantine of Neo Kobe as a means to combat the risk of the Snatcher menace.
Now that the Chief's death has been confirmed, it won't be long before they strip us of our Junker authorization.
They will be deciding how to handle Neo Kobe at the summit in just 3 hours.
There are rumors that they're going to use nukes on the city to make sure the Snatchers are wiped out.
That's ridiculous. Come on, this is the 21st century.
That may not be as improbable as it seems. The world's leaders are extremely concerned about the Snatcher problem.
The Chief was going to calm this hysteria in his speech at the summit, but that'll never happen now.
3 months ago, government pressure on Junker operations increased dramatically. Gillian's transfer here was really our last chance.
Our own chief was snatched. It's not too surprising they don't want to trust us anymore.
I've heard that the Army and FBI are going to take over operations now.
You know what? They'd probably do it better.
Yeah.
That too will be officially decided in 3 hours'
And
time.
how come they're talking about the Army
3
and
hours,
FBI in Japan?
Is there any way we
Where
can
the
find their
Japanese
hideout in
don't
that
have an
time?
army
If we
or an
don't,
FBI.
we
Yeah.
and everybody else in this city are
I wouldn't be
finished.
surprised if they had an
As far as they're
FBI.
concerned,
Yeah,
we're
they probably
just like
have
a
a form of
cancerous
FBI,
tumor that has
but
to
it
be
ain't the
cut out.
FBI.
We have to
Yeah,
get
they
the
wouldn't call it the
Snatchers' headquarters
FBI.
before
I
then.
think in this year,
Can
was
you
it
do it?
If we only knew where it was,
2143 or
I should
something?
be able to manage something.
Something like that.
Yeah, I think America's taken
Getting
over
their
Japan.
outposts like Queen's Hospital won't do any good. We have to find
Yeah.
our main nerve center.
What about the memory of that snatcher who was impersonating the chief?
Just like the others, it was completely blank.
See, I'm quite
It's a
happy to
form of
talk over this
self-destruct
as well.
mechanism
This is
that they
another one
use.
of those previously on segments.
Oh, yeah.
Wait a minute. Metal, what about tracing that video phone call from Jamie?
It was no good. The call didn't last long enough. Still, it definitely did come from within the city.
Damn. Where are they hiding?
See, this entire
Gillian,
thing is pointless.
can't
They
you
told
remember
you in
anything
the
at
video
all?
call
Didn't
that
Jamie
they're in
say
the
something
Kremlin.
that implied
Yeah.
you were somehow connected to the Snatchers?
Nothing. I can't remember a damn thing. Metal, I want you to tell me everything you know about me. Why was I sent to Junker headquarters?
This is actually
Where
quite
did I come from?
Gillian,
See, when a mummy and a daddy love
Metal,
each
the
other.
chief's dead. Tell me everything you know about me.
well, you see...
Metal!
Alright. With the chief gone, you are the highest ranking officer here.
He's the only ranking officer here.
Of course.
Where were we rescued from?
3 years ago, you and Jamie were taken into protective custody in the Siberian Neutral Zone by the 17th Siberian Investigative Force.
The neutral
More
zone.
precisely,
Is he hiding
you were
from the
discovered in
Romulans?
cryogenic sleep pods in an underground bunker near Moscow.
Cryogenic sleep pods? You mean they were frozen?
This is a photograph of the bunker. There is no record of when you were placed there. In addition, the third pod was empty at the time you were discovered.
There were 3 pods?
Your son.
You were revived and taken into custody by the army.
Or daughter.
Apparently, as a result of the extended sleep, both of you suffered from
I would love it if it turned out
amnesia.
that they'd stolen his son,
Another
but that
theory
Mika was
suggests your
somehow his
memories may
daughter.
have been intentionally erased. This is the only piece of evidence
There's his
found
son,
at
look.
the site.
Ah.
That's Harry's picture from when he was a kid.
No shitting way.
That's correct.
Yep.
Harry is Gillian and Jamie's son. It's been confirmed by DNA tests.
Harry?
That's fucking
Harry was my
awesome.
son?
Cunningham!
From the photo, it was established that you are Gillian Seed and your wife, Jamie Lorraine. Both of you are American citizens, born in the late 1960s.
What?
The 1960s?
In addition, both of you vanished without a trace in 1989. There is no other information available about you after that.
1989?
Yes, you come from a world that's been gone for 50 years.
But what does that have to do with the Snatchers?
When the 17th Special Investigative Force was bringing the two of you
Explains
out,
why Gillian
there
can't
was
open
an
doors.
accident.
Yeah.
Though the two of you were all right, most of the 17th was killed. One of them was a Snatcher. Of course, before their departure, they all underwent thorough examinations. So, if one of them was snatched,
It had to be somewhere in Siberia, right?
that's
Right.
correct. And in order to attempt to determine the origin of the Snatcher, as well as your true identities, you were assigned to Junker headquarters. The hope was that exposure to the Snatchers would help you regain your memories.
Moscow? 50 years ago?
Almost everyone who was in Moscow at the time was killed in the catastrophe.
So Gillian and Jamie are the only living witnesses?
Harry. Harry was my son. Did he know?
No, it was highly classified information. He was never told.
I was never able to do anything for him.
That's not true. You held him
Wait
in
a minute,
in
Gillian.
your arms as he
Didn't
bled
Jamie
to
say
death.
something
Yeah.
about taking a boy hostage?
And you outlived
That's
him as
right.
well. That's always
They must
parents'
know about
dream.
Harry and are using him to threaten her.
We have to find their headquarters quickly.
We've only got 3 hours.
Gillian, let's think this all through again. We may get some kind of a hint out of it.
You're right. There may be some clue in the way they're operating.
We know where they are.
Right. Let's go over what we know
It's
about
said
them.
in the video call where they are. Why are you asking me what their weak
Jesus
point
Christ.
is? So now we get to do a pub quiz style. Oh god, the music's getting loud. What is a Snatcher's weak point?
Sun rays. Sun rays. Sun's rays. I like that.
Yeah,
Of course, it's ultraviolet.
yeah.
Sun's rays.
Sun's rays.
Yeah.
I think if you get it wrong, they just tell you to have another guess. Their weak point is a defective artificial skin.
You know what? I think that's pretty fucking awesome that they came from the 80s and they have a
Yeah.
son that's older than them. I think that's a great story.
See, and you thought he was going to be a Snatcher.
Yep. Yeah, this is so much better. He's a time traveler.
He's Time Cop.
Yeah.
In the movie of Snatcher, he'd be played by Jean-Claude Van Damme. It turns out the destruction of the ozone layer actually had a benefit for us humans. Fuck you, eco-environmentalists! You're to blame when the robots eat us. Vote green. You're voting Snatcher if you vote green. Recycled right into the robot's hands.
I want to see an ad campaign about that. What was the thing?
How they get around without being spotted and getting cancer. It's underpass.
Well, it's not. It's a subway.
Well, yeah. But apparently that's the same thing as an underpass.
Fair enough. Or tube liner.
I think they wrote this for themselves after they had to take like a year off from writing the game.
Yeah. How long was the gap between like the end of the game and then this new act?
I'm not actually sure.
Because they would have had to brought the voice actors in, get the art assets back up. I mean, it must have been a right palaver.
That's why I think that the English translation was the first one with the third act, because then they could have just stuck they didn't need to get the voice actors back in.
Oh, yeah.
So we're getting them in for the first time.
That makes sense. Fucking hell. Yeah, it must be a nightmare in Japanese.
Oh, God, yeah. Right, what phenomenon is always found around Snatchers?
Well, for us it's a yawn, but for them it's a sneeze.
I don't think a sneeze is a phenomenon.
No.
And what was the cause of the sneezing?
Snow 9!
Yay!
What do I...
5 house points for Gregindor.
What do I... Gregindor? I like it. Yeah. And you're Steverin.
Yeah, that's pretty fitting.
Yeah.
I could accept that.
We could just about push this joke.
Oh yeah, they're going through what Snow 9 is again.
Excellent.
Around the Ina River, that's new information. It's cleared out of other areas, so that's the Ina River. But we know that they're in the Kremlin. Why do we have to do this? Accessible to the tube liner and near the Ina River. And there are 3 photographs about Soviet stuff. And then there's the map on the wall that's Soviet.
Yeah, I think the photo of the Kremlin with the big arrow on it saying this is where they are, that kind of gives it away.
Maybe they're homesick.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, even he's like, fuck off, Mika, they're robots. Yeah. Okay, now what city is related to all of these pictures?
God damn it.
I'll let you soak up the options here.
Right, so, yeah, could be New York. Yes, that does look suspiciously like the Empire State Building. Ooh.
I think it might be the city of Russia.
The city of Russia. I just noticed that. Oh yeah, that city. Yeah, that's quite a big city. That one, almost the size of a country.
It's Mega City 1.
Jesus Christ.
Or rather, East Meg 1. Before someone, the one person who watches this who's ever read 2000 AD, corrects me.
Come on then. Let's pick Moscow and get it over with.
Yeah. This info dump is going to have gone on for ages. Yes, we know it's Moscow.
You know what's starting to bug me? The double space after a full stop.
Yes.
It's very old-fashioned.
It is quite annoying, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think they may have typed all the dialogue out on typewriters, though.
True. It was made.
Apparently they use advanced AI, so they need pictures of Moscow to maintain their emotional balance.
Oh fuck.
For God's sake.
In other words, this homing instinct thing of theirs has led them to set up their headquarters in some place that reminds them of home, or their creator.
What part of this city is like Moscow?
Moscow's really cold, right? They get a lot of snow, don't they?
Snow?
No snow has been recorded in Neo-Kobe in several years.
Well, then that's not it.
Wait, what about that pollen? That crystal bioengineered stuff, Snow 9?
Now that you mention it, wasn't it snowing on Jamie's video phone call?
Yes.
That's right. Their hideout has to be somewhere close to the Ina River.
The Ina River flows for miles around here, Gillian. We could never search it all in time.
Gillian, let's look at a map of the areas investigated so far. This is an enlarged view of the southwest portion of the city around the Ina River. This blue area is that in which Snow 9 is present. Now I'll superimpose a chart of the abandoned tube liner tunnels. From this, we can establish those areas with Snow 9, which are accessible by subway tunnel.
Damn. Nice try, but it's still too large. We could never cover it in 3 hours.
Don't give up so fast, Gillian. What about that image of home thing we were talking about? Maybe there's some kind of geographic similarity. Maybe the same view can be seen or something.
I'll display a map of Moscow alongside.
What's this?
It's bullshit, that's what it is.
Look, the rivers are exactly the same shape.
Impossible!
This is the Moscow River over here.
It looks like we're on the right track, Metal. Show us the location that Jamie and I were picked up from.
All right, right here.
Metal, before the catastrophe, what was at this location?
The headquarters for the entire Soviet Union, the Kremlin.
The Kremlin?
Oh,
that Snatcher said something about taking Jamie to their Kremlin.
They've nearly caught
Metal,
up.
what spot in Neo Kobe would match up with the location of Moscow's Kremlin?
Calculating. This is the spot. It's presently occupied by an old church. It's rather large, but reports indicate it's been abandoned for nearly 20 years.
And it's right in the middle of the Snow 9 and subway area.
That's it! That's their headquarters! Their new Kremlin!
Gillian, let's go!
Let's go kick the shit out of an
Wait,
aging
Gillian.
priest.
I want to go with you.
Whoa, she's suddenly
Sorry,
changed.
Mika.
Hey, I'm a junker too, you know.
No, you're not. You're a
I know,
receptionist.
and you're a great one at that.
How is she great? She doesn't do
You headed to
anything!
the summit to warn the delegates. They haven't given up, you know.
The summit's in Kyoto. I'm not going to be the only one to run.
Fuck off,
Got to
Mika.
convince them not to use nukes on Neo Kobe.
We found their hideout. There's no need now to sink the whole island.
Yes, but...
It's a tough job. Can you do it?
Okay, Gillian. I'll do what I can.
Thanks. Thank you, Mika.
Don't say it, okay?
Let's go, Gillian.
Gillian?
Yes? What's wrong?
How about dinner sometime?
Dinner?
Yes!
Yeah, you know, dinner.
Mika.
Not interested.
What
I
reaction?
thought it would be nice, you know, to kick back, relax. It's Christmas after all.
Christmas, huh? I'll be back by then.
Gillian, we have to hurry.
That's a promise, right? I heard you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep, I'll
But
just
I
go
gotta go to
save my
church
wife,
first.
and then when we're done
I'll
there,
see you
I will
soon.
come back and
Okay,
we will
Mel.
go to dinner.
Let's go.
Well, to be frank, if he manages that, he'll have saved the world from a robot body-snatching menace. I think he deserves to, women.
I think Katrina should join them on their dinner date. And it will have the best night end ever.
She's 14, Greg.
No, she's not. She's 18. I don't care what anyone says.
Look, it's the last DeLorean.
Ah,
It's green. That's how you know it's a different one. There's no time to waste. Let's go to the church. Of course I know the answer to that question. I'm only asking because, you know, it's expected. I wish we could just go home.
I've input the map data on the Kremlin's locations. Lift off. Flight configuration, now gaining altitude.
Serious face.
Jamie, please be safe.
Gillian, please keep in mind that we're working with a strict time limit.
50-year debt in 3 hours. Snow!
Snow 9, to be specific. We've entered the Snow 9 region. Please put on your breathing filter. Direct inhalation is dangerous.
All right.
Radio transmissions will also be impossible from this point on. Understood? Now descending. Conversion to hover configuration complete. Gillian, we've arrived.
Okay. Do you want to go and kick some Snatcher ass, or do you want to call it a night?
I'm easy. What do you... What?
I'm happy to keep going.
Yeah.
Just bear in mind that this is pretty much the best ending point that there'll be for a while, I think.
Oh well, yeah. This could be an ending point though for one of the episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah. How long left of the game?
Probably an hour.
Fucking A. Yeah, well, if you're good to carry on, then let's carry on.
Yeah, let's see at least how far we can get.
Fucking hell.
Oh hey! It's a church!
It's one elaborate church.
It looks... This is a weird thing for me to connect it to, but it looks like a church in Final Fantasy IX that turned into the Summon Alexander.
It does! Yeah, I can see the shoulder pads.
Yes!
Yeah. Oh my god, we're such nerds.
We're playing a game from the Sega CD, you know.
It's only just struck me, man. Oh my god. I'm starting to rethink my entire life.
Let's see if we can get inside this thing. The building's only 50 years old. So where's the entrance?
See it.
The fucking massive door on the front,
Yeah.
tit. It's definitely Snow 9. Dum dum dum. This is the right place, let's go.
Alright, now opening the door.
What's wrong? Won't open?
I've scanned it, and it's not locked. It is probably rusted into place.
Not surprising. After all, our friends always go in and out through the basement.
Let's push it together.
All right. 1,
I don't think the tiny robot's
2,
going to be strong enough.
3!
Yeah, Gillian's doing most of the work.
That got it.
It's a church, Gillian! What did you think was going to be inside? What could possibly be inside a church? My god, it's a church! Well, there's a very Japanese looking man.
Jesus Christ.
No! That doesn't look anything like random. As the picture is not a photograph. It doesn't look anything like him. I'll take your word for that then, Gillian.
Oh dear.
Creator, Modnar.
Oh my god, it's random, spelled backwards.
Well done!
Oh my god, I've solved the entire game.
If only they could look at things backwards, like everyone who ever has to deal with any weird name does.
Yeah. Whenever I see a name like that, I think backwards.
Yeah, I do that. Whenever I see a weird name in a book, I always read it backwards to see if it's a clue.
Yeah. I'm trying to think why I do that. What was the first instance which did that? I don't know, maybe The Shining.
Oh, it's because whenever there's a weird name, it usually has a reason that it's so bizarre.
Red rum, red rum.
Red rum. The whole area is quiet. So all the Snatchers have gone.
It was good they did some new music for this.
Yeah, although I think you're being very overly kind with the term music.
Yeah, I am. It was good they did some new strange high-pitched noises in this.
Yeah. There's nothing.
It sounds like someone's stomach rumbling.
No, that's just me, because I haven't eaten today. There's another room. Not another room. It's Modnar. Modnar's everywhere.
Snatchers.
Snusses and Snatchers, Scoob! all been turned off, so that's alright. It doesn't look like a factory to me, it's just full of steel skeletons. This is the smallest the Snatcher can be. I like that no one notices that people who are Snatchers have metal teeth.
Yeah.
Let's investigate the Snatcher. The gender units have yet to be installed, however.
Yeah, so you can't have any fun, Gillian.
They have bolt-on cocks. Just us in the wind. This music is really getting on my
It's
nerves
starting
now.
to piss me off.
What the fuck was
I
that?
don't know.
I've looked at everything. I've listened to everything. Can I go? Oh, containers. 23rd Siberian Investigative Force. But those are the guys that found us. Well, this is an awfully convoluted scheme. I wonder where the actual snatching takes place.
That just sounded wrong on so many levels.
It really did. Let's go into the next room.
Ooh.
Pod people. Naked pod people.
Did they really have to capitalise the S at the end of Snatchers? I guess they did, actually. Fucking weirdos.
Yeah. Endostructures.
That's not how they should have done it. They should just put the apostrophe after the S.
Yeah. Unless there's only one Snatcher.
Yeah.
Oh, we've beaten you again, Kojima.
We're the editors you need.
But not the editors you want right now. We're the Batman of editors.
I'm an editor. Oh dear. I can't believe I did the voice.
You're basically Christian Bale now. I've not actually been reading any of the things I've been looking at.
I assume the skin bags have probably got metal
This is
burns.
where they fuse the artificial skin under the Snatcher's
Yeah.
endostructure. First, they adjust the size of the still skinless Snatcher to the size of the individual who is to be snatched. The Snatcher's overall shape and size can be adjusted by expansion or contraction of sizing rods. Their sex is controlled by gender units, which are installed at this point. Then, the face is modified to match the intended victim by adjusting the size of the upper and lower jaw, cheekbones, temporal bones, and tooth alignment.
Just like Gibson said, that means there are limits to the size of the people that they can snatch.
That's right. The limits of the mechanism mean that they can't snatch children, the elderly, or people who are very tall or heavy.
Why can't they
And this
snatch
is
the
where the
elderly?
artificial muscles attach.
Is it organic?
No, it appears to be coated with a type of plastic gel capable of mechanical response. Like human muscles, it creates mechanical energy through chemical reactions. And this is where the artificial skin is attached.
No, that's the
In order to
muscles.
prevent the synthetic cells, developed using biotechnological protein design techniques, from rejecting the inorganic material below, they attach it gradually over a number of days.
And this is the stuff that gets cancer if they stay out in the sun too long.
Finally, they attach body and scalp hair. The process involves transplant of synthetic hair follicles as well, so the hair will grow back if it's lost.
What about scars or birthmarks?
It would appear that they make those adjustments at this point in the process, as they would for wrinkles to simulate age.
Well, there you go. That's how it works.
Excellent.
Oh, there's a terminal. What does that do? It does things. Oh, let's play with the terminal. Ah, it's got a list of Snatcher targets. I wonder what they are. Of course we can't actually see what they are, because it won't let me. Oh, do I have to look at the door?
So this is where the whole thing begins. The endostructures arrive here from the Kremlin, then they convert them into copies of their victims, and finally, they head out into the city using the old subway system.
With artificial skin maintenance being handled at Queen's Hospital.
But who's behind all this?
Gillian, look at this. There are some finished snatchers over here.
Ooh.
Get a load of this. The U.S. President, the Prime Ministers of Japan, and the U.K.
Oh yeah, we're important.
Oh yes.
Gillian, you're in here too.
Figures. They were looking to snatch every VIP at the summit.
Oh, you're not a VIP,
You
Gillian.
vain
Don't kid yourself.
bastard.
It definitely looks like they plan on moving out beyond Neo-Kobe.
If they were to snatch every major world leader, they'd practically be able to control the planet. Still, that's odd. With their flawed skin, pulling something off like that would really be difficult.
Chin said they had found the key to developing a perfect artificial skin. Maybe they've already produced it.
You're going to blot
No
out the sun.
idea. But the number of snatchers here makes it clear that they're up to something new.
Gillian, this is definitely their nest. We should destroy everything.
I can't have a nest.
Not yet. Not until we found Jamie. Metal, how much time do we have left?
The summit should have begun by now. We don't have much time. And once our legal privileges are suspended, I won't be able to help. In fact, I'll be forced to restrain you.
I know. If the military wants to
Yeah, good
avoid
luck with
nukes
that.
and goes for a surgical strike on this facility, what would they likely use?
Nukes.
Probably a phased particle beam from one of the attack satellites.
Ooh, an ion cannon.
You know, the attack satellites
Phased
that we've
particle
not
beam,
mentioned
huh?
before,
That'll
ever.
wipe this complex right off the
It's a
map.
relic from the Tiberian Wars.
Everything, including the soil, will simply evaporate. The attack will leave just a large crater.
Ion cannon online.
Metal, can you convince them to give me another hour? Even 30 minutes will help.
Understood. I'll try my best.
And I'll try to find and rescue Jamie in that time.
I can't transmit here due to interference from the Snow 9. I'll have to leave the area and then send the message.
Go on then.
All right, do it, Metal.
Gillian, don't forget. 30 minutes. You must get out before then.
I understand.
Gillian, I'm sorry
love
I
you.
couldn't help you better.
Don't worry about it. I'll be able to move faster by myself anyway. 30 minutes should be
Yeah, because
plenty.
I'll be able to actually
Go,
open the
Metal.
fucking doors.
Yes, sir. Don't forget. 30 minutes.
"30 minutes? Oh, this is gonna be tight. That room's the only place left to check. Let's take a
Who are
look."
you fucking talking to?
Well, he's talking to us, obviously. Like you said, he knows that we've been talking
Oh
about
yeah,
it.
he's just saying, voices in my head, this is what we're gonna do next. Those are big.
Oh, I fucking hate these things. They jump. Ah, stop it, you jumpy little shits.
Fucking hell.
Fucking hell. No! No! Son of a bitch!
Oh shit. No! Snake!
Cunningham!
Con! Wait.
Fuck that, we're doing it again. We'll do it live. No, I'm doing it wrong already. This is all going wrong. Oh, why is there so many of them?
Fucking Snatcher frogs.
Oh, fucking
Fucking
hell.
hell, that was some pretty good shooting.
Whew. I wasn't ready for that. They almost got me.
Hardest fight in the
All
game.
right, let's open the next door.
There's about 30 of them.
Doesn't look like there's anything here. Whoa!
There is something here.
Several somethings.
I like that one just keeps popping up out of the ground like, hello! I am a boss.
Jeez, these guys are tough. Of course, I didn't exactly expect them to welcome me with open arms. Okay, let's try this next door.
What are they going to throw at us now, Greg? Super insectors, snatchers. Shit, what is
Oh
this?
my god, it's the wife!